Hi, this is Chantal from the Purring Cat Studio and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel and are following me, you probably know I've started an idea journal. And today I just decided to continue that idea journal. And what it is, just to quickly show you what's been done before, it's a journal where I do a spread, so at the same time I'm creating, and it helps me have idea on composition and how to do a nice page spread for future journals. But as well, it reminds me of some of the ideas I really love to put in my journals, whether it's a specimen window this way or a little not tag, but you know what I mean, this on fabric or on cheesecloth. And it's just a journal if I have an interesting pocket or fold like this one, for example. Just so we don't forget, because we do so much crafting that eventually we tend to forget all the great ideas, and then we get stuck when we do a journal and we have lack of inspiration. And sometimes I can't remember, like I don't know what to do with a page. But this, I'm hoping with time, will get really filled, really thick, and I'll have a whole bunch of ideas to help me on those days where I can't remember what to do. So this is what we're going to do today. So I hope you enjoy it, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, or comment this video. It's very important for us YouTube creators to have likes. It tells YouTube that you like what we're doing, and it tells us that what we're doing is interesting to you. So, see you on the next side of the intro. So here I am showing you those beautiful papers that I love, as the sign language I just made proves. And of course, if you know me, I am inking the edges of everything, all the elements I believe I will use. Now, whether I will use them or not, that remains to be seen. Like those flowers, I don't think I will be using them after all, but I wasn't sure when I inked them, so yeah, I love that saying, art is not what you see, but what you make others see. And that's true. That's why art is so subjective, and not everyone sees the same thing, and it's the beauty of it. Here I'm putting pieces of paper. It's a very, very thin paper. I love adding those pages in my journals. I love the crackling sound they make. They're just like a very light beige color. And what I do is sometimes when I have, free time, I'll just splatter a whole lot of watercolor paint, like black and golds and such, and I'll add a bunch of beautiful stamps, and I'll prep my paper, if you will, for when I use them in a journal. However, this time I just decided to tear a piece of it and glue it in this idea journal. Now, of course, this idea journal, as I've explained before, some spreads will be brilliant, meaning the idea I've put in it is amazing and I love it, or like a special fold or a special pocket or something really, smart. Other times it's pretty much just like a art journaling. I mean, like right now I'm using gesso just to soften the edges, which is what I would do if I was art journaling, but at the same time, when we do journals, nothing is, and actually this booklet is the same size as the journals I would make, maybe even a little smaller. And so nothing is preventing us from doing a nice little spread in one of our pages. And so I think it's a nice idea. Plus, I want this idea journal to be pretty. I want it to be beautiful and inspiring. Whenever I look through it, I want to feel compelled to go create. So it needs to be beautiful. And sometimes, like I said, the idea will be magnificent, like, oh my goodness, yes, I gotta do this idea before I ever forget it. Other times it's just practical or useful little ideas that are not, hard to do or complicated, but they're interesting to remind ourselves that we can do those in our journals. Like in this journal, I will put a hidden paperclip. Well, a hidden paperclip is really not hard to do. Gather a bunch of scraps, beautiful little butterflies, a button, scraps of, cheesecloth or ribbon, lace, whatever you want, and there you go. You can make yourself a hidden paperclip. And they're very useful. And if you're like me, when I make journals, I leave a lot of space for writing. However, I tend not to leave a whole lot of pages completely blank. I mean, even if it's just putting a little stamp on one of the corners, there's going to be something. And a hidden paperclip adds a nice little something that is also useful, because then you can slide a journaling card underneath. It will hold it, so it's practical and it's beautiful because the paperclip is decorated itself, right? So all of a sudden your page, which you technically left blank, isn't so blank once you put, see, the paperclip. It's fully decorated. So if this page was blank, just, for journaling, which is fine, then once you add this paperclip, your page is not that blank. Same thing with that little piece I just added. This is just a mushroom picture I printed on vellum paper, and I cut it and then I glued it on a piece of craft, more like a paper bag, very thin craft paper, like a paper bag, and inked the edges, and it looks magnificent. It would look beautiful on its own on a journal page that you don't want to leave completely blank. Same thing with the little spread I'm doing right there with the butterfly, the quote, the butterfly, and the number 2. That's not a whole lot of elements, but at the bottom of a page of a journal, it would look perfect, and it leaves the whole rest of the page spread to write. Same thing with this. This is just an envelope that I made out of vellum. And it adds beauty. It adds that beautiful sound that vellum makes that I really love as well. I love the feel, the touch. And these ideas, I mean, hello, very, very simple. Simple. But when you are having a blank, right? You're in front of a blank page, literally, and you're wondering how to enhance it because you don't want to leave it completely blank. Well, there you go. You go through your idea journal, and you find little ideas. Some are more intricate, and some are simpler, like these ideas today. But sometimes that's all you really need to complete a journal. I mean, I've had journals where, I have like 40 pages in there. 40 pages, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of ideas. That's a lot of pages to come up with solutions. And yes, sometimes it's just a little bit of lace on the edge of a page, and that's enough. Other times I will just stamp a beautiful image on one of the corners of the pages. Sometimes I'll make, a corner tuck. Like simple things, but after 40 pages, I'm running out of ideas. Or I just don't remember what I did in other journals, right? Because they're sold. They're in someone else's hands to enjoy. So by doing this idea journal, I am making sure that when I don't know what to do, I'll just flip through and I'll have beautiful ideas. And right now I'm just using my Stabilo. They're water solubles. That's the name of them, Stabilo. And they last forever. My goodness, it's like I've never had to sharpen them yet, and I've had them for quite a while. So they're just like watercolors, really. but for crafting, I would say. So they're pretty amazing. I really, really love them. So, you know, that's my idea journal. I do hope you enjoy it. If so, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. As I said, I've only been doing this for 2 months, but if you subscribe, we can see together what I'm going to come up with. So again, I thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye.